today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Cleveland. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Mayfield looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Eric Wilson able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 12 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Taylor. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just lie.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 55 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Taylor will throw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A big play there on the fake field goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt from 8 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On 2nd and 10, Taylor. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, Tremont Smith. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Mayfield now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A run for Nick Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. While the traders take a look, they'll step aside. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. Talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Taylor. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's caught. He finds Amendola again. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Taylor's throw taken in there by Cooks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore there to make the grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Taylor on the check down. It's Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And that's
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge. So for Kevin Stefanski, a smart decision to throw the flag. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now Taylor. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he's got it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Rex Burkhead punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's returnable now for Smith. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Ingram, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Ingram again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. We'll check on his status when we get back. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Taylor and the Texans down by 7. 1:35 to go. Taylor. He's going to let it fly. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Throwing now is Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane? Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Taylor. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Mayfield to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Here's Baker. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
First throw in overtime now for Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Taylor flushed out right. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. This one out quickly to Amendola. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They go play action with Taylor. And this nearly intercepted. Oh, it's a victory if he could have held on to the football, but it does lead to a 4th down. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. And let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Browns, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
These players are on the last year of their contract.